Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to quickly make these dinosaur feet cookies, so stay tuned and I'll show you how. Here are the things you're going to need: a flip-flop cookie cutter, and this one came in a set and it's roughly around 3.5 inches. I'm going to be using this heart-shaped cookie cutter and it's around 3 inches. I'm going to be using leaf green, moss green, and golden yellow, and I'm going to be using this part here of a stencil. Alright guys, let's get started. Alright, so now to get the paw of the dinosaur out of the flip-flop cookie cutter, you will need your heart-shaped cookie cutter, and you see this one has a little bit of a tapered and kind of curved. You will need that. You can do it with a knife as well, but I think this works very, very well and very easy. So I'm just going to cut right on this side here. I'm just going to indent it so you can get an idea of what you're going to cut off. As you see, it's right here. They almost look like little fangs, and that's the part that you're going to want to cut off. So that's going to come off, and that's going to come off. So there you have your little dinosaur foot. Now I'm going to go ahead and bake these, and then we can get started. Alright guys, to get started, I'm going to fill in this whole foot here except for the nails. I will be doing that all the way to the end. And what I want to do here, I have a tip 4 by the way. I'm going to square this part at the top, bring this down, square it, bring it down, square it. And then I'm going to make a quick little outline and then fill it in. And smooth it out. I do recommend going as close to the edge of the cookie as possible because of the detail that needs to be done to it. I really don't want any cookies showing on the sides, so I'm going to pull it as far as I can to the edge. So that's good. So I'm going to give this a few hours. If you prefer, just leave it overnight. I think I will be leaving them overnight because of the detail that's going to be set on top. I want to make sure that this icing has had plenty of time to dry. So if you are doing them in the daytime, give it a minimum of 3 hours, but I just suggest just leaving it overnight and then doing the detail in the morning. And again, the nails will be done at the very last of it. So right now I'm going to finish up the rest, and I'm going to set this to dry, and I'll come back for the detail. Alright guys, so now to do the design, I gave this plenty of time to dry. I have my stencil here that I've been doing my cookies. And I have here some magnets. Sorry, I made that loud noise. And I'm just going to attach each of them like this, and this will help hold this stencil down. You are going to be needing a spatula to flatten the icing down, and I have here some green in the tip 3. I did add that moss green in here. You can use any other darker green. It's just to give it a different tone. I am using the same leftover green that I used to fill in the cookie, and I just added a little bit of that moss green, or you can use any other darker green color just to give it a different tone. So this one ended up turning almost like an avocado color. So anyways, go ahead and add some of this icing on all the little openings that you have. If you can find a different type of stencil that has maybe the holes a little bit smaller, would be better. I couldn't find one with like a reptile design to it, so I just used this one. It'll do. But I was hoping to find one with smaller holes. But anyways, just put some icing there. I'm putting a lot so that way I don't have to add more later, but you might have to add some more. Alright, so now go ahead and use your spatula and just wipe it down. And that's it. Really easy. I'll clean it up a little bit once I lift the stencil up, because we're going to have some spots that are going to be thicker than others. This is why I said to give that icing underneath plenty of time to dry because you are adding some pressure onto the cookie. So you want to make sure that that is nice and dry, or else you're going to crunch your icing. So I'm just going to wipe this off. That way when I use it on my next cookie, I don't transfer any dry icing or crumbs onto my cookie. So I'll just move that aside, lift this up, and we're going to clean some of these pieces off. These are the edges are the ones that are the trickiest because it doesn't have any more cookie on the side to have this icing set on, so it's just floating. So that's the problem with the edges, but the ones in the center go on really nice and flat. So you get the idea. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the nails, and that's pretty much it for the cookie. Alright guys, to finish up this cookie, we're going to just do the nail, and that's pretty much it. I already started on 2, so I can just finish this cookie up quickly. I did my icing in a little bit of a thick consistency. I didn't want it this thick, but it ended up turning out that way, so I'm just going to have to work it a little bit to smooth it out, or else it'll end up like with these little ridges like this, and looking a little rough. So I'm just going to a little pouncing on it just to liquefy it a little bit and smooth it out. And that's pretty much it. Now you can do these nails in any other color. You can leave them plain white, or maybe in like a little bit of an ivory beige color to them. I wanted mine to be a little bit lighter than this yellow, but it turned out a little darker, so I just left it like that instead of adding more icing to it to lighten it up. So you can choose whatever color that you like. I just, like I said, left it this way, and it'll give it a little bit of more color to it. But that is it, guys. So I'm going to finish up the rest, give these some time to dry, and then I'm going to put them all together. Alright guys, that is it. Pretty easy, right? Not too hard to do. Just get a hold of a stencil that has some type of reptile skin design to it, and that should give you a nice little printout. Alright guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And have a good one.